For new plants to grow, new seeds have to be produced. To get seeds, plants must be pollinated. Because plants cannot move, they need help from insects. The insect therefore becomes the pollinator, and the process of carrying pollen from one place to another is called pollination. In appreciation for the pollen, flowers give a gift to the bees. This gift is called nectar. It is like a juice given to re-energize the insects as they assist in the process of pollinating, given that when the flower gets pollen, it grows fruits and seeds that we consume as food, medicine, and oils, among others.
We eat our starches, we'll eat our protein, but we also need our vitamins. Those vitamins come from fruits and vegetables, many of which need an insect pollinator to be produced.
The work on pollinators is very important for conservation, it's very important for human health. It's also very important for diversity of other species.
Pollination as a subject is increasingly becoming a global topic where pollinators have decreased substantially.
Here is a good example of failed pollination. Touching this fruit, it is hollow, meaning the seeds inside haven't developed. This is evidence of a pollination deficit, not properly pollinated. And because it is soft and hollow, it's even starting to dry up.
In some parts of China, a lot of these insect pollinators have been lost to the extent that farmers now have to hand pollinate their plants.
If we lost the bees like some countries have, are we going to hand pollinate? In Uganda, I think the easiest example to use is vanilla. The people who introduced vanilla to us forgot to bring the pollinator around. It's there. And what do people do who have had to invest in vanilla growing? They hand pollinate. A very laborious thing.
I think the gospel on pollinators should really increase so that everybody know. Some people don't even know that insects are important.
Gamba katulaba wabaddewo ekinakani wali nga kiriko ebivuuvuumira awo. Ngamba kiyinza n'okuleeta obulabe. Ate awo kyabadde awo ekiti. Nga kirimu bingi. Nga birimu katulaba ekyasi nagisibwa. Wakuba mbadde simanyi kino.
Ebiwuka bino babittira ddala ku makya bibeerako nnyo. Babittira ddala byonna.
The Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries is also concerned about the widespread use of pesticides. Pesticides are very important in modern agriculture, but they have also to be very well regulated and used very well.
We have to work on the habitat because pollinators also need their houses. But we are destroying all the houses, all the habitats for the pollinators. We are doing all this deforestation. I mean, there's nothing green. That means we are killing all the pollinators.
I think let's blame everyone because environmental discipline is supposed to be at individual level. Environment is being degraded by individuals. These individuals could be either somebody in charge of a company or just an individual as a farmer. So the first thing we need to do is to change attitude.
Climate change may have an impact, but it's not the most immediate threat. It is habitat loss. MAIP should work with NEMA as well as academia to say, we have these unique habitats, let's protect, because there's a limit to us trying to play God to raise these things. The easiest is to protect the habitat. The bees will do their own thing. Naturally, all they need is our intervention to stop killing them.
We have not had a deliberate effort or deliberate intention of looking at pollinators.
Local government should also take blame. Have you really come up with very good agronomic practices to give to farmers so that to conserve our pollinators? We really need to be tough on some of the things. I've seen where government has really become tough and it has saved the environment. So it's high time also it became tough on pollinators. But really the NEMA people Do they know the importance of these pollinators?
The system for us to move well in terms of institutional framework is there. Only what needs to be done is to strengthen those institutions to do their work better. But the investment in the sector is not to the level it can help it or the managers do the job that the public is expecting out of them.
We must begin to think of pollinators as an agricultural input.
It is in this regard that we think the need to protect some of these important species that are important for our survival.
Unfortunately, harmful farming methods, cutting down forests, and damaging our environment are causing serious problems for these pollinators. This situation puts our own lives at risk. Animals like chimpanzees, birds, and other creatures depend on fruits and seeds produced by plants that need pollinators. Without these plants, these animals may not find enough food, pushing many towards extinction. We need to adopt better farming practices, protect our forests, and take care of our environment. By doing so, we can ensure the survival of medicinal plants, wildlife, and even the tourism industry, ultimately safeguarding our own well-being and the future of our planet.